Evie, sorry for scaring you, dude. I thought it'd be funny. And then Frank reminded me that copyright strikes are a thing. And then he stopped it. On the upside, I'm not, I don't get paid for this. Nor do I care to by YouTube. Because I like to cuss, and yeah. Like, I unmuted myself so they can hear me. And they can't hear you, though. Frank is dancing. You guys can't see him, but he's dancing. Alrighty. So, who's ready for this special edition of Middle of the Week Wolfbite? Yep, Middle of the Week Wolfbite. Alright, let's get this started. Alrighty, what's up, everybody? I guess I didn't get these batteries changed out in enough time, so we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing over here. Frank's playing with stuff, and I don't know what he's doing, and I'm over here changing batteries on my this guy here.
This guy over here.
Yeah, because the batteries died earlier, and I forgot to change them, and I just tried vaping it, and it was the weakest hit of all time.
Wow.
Oh, that is so much better. Alrighty, so how's it going? Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Hopefully you're having a pretty good week. It is Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
It's
hump
Wednesday.
Day.
It's hump
Wednesday
day.
Hump Day.
It's like the most annoying term ever, hump day.
Are there humps in the day?
Exactly. Like, where are these humps coming from? I need them to be explained, I guess.
My humps, my humps, my humps.
And yeah, I don't get it. I don't get what hump day means, but it's a thing, I guess.
Is it?
I don't know. I feel like if you're going to call it hump day, you better be humping.
Sure.
All right, Ken, go take a wee-wee.
Go take your pee-pee into the bathroom.
I had an idea.
Okay, we'll wait for Ken. We won't start until Ken comes around.
We won't start until Ken comes around.
We won't start until Ken comes around. But yeah, what's going on, friend?
How you doing? How you doing?
How you doing? So basically, this is Wolfbite Season 2.
Yep, we started season dose.
Yeah, because we're already 1 year. We hit our 1 year anniversary last week, right?
Yep, that's what it was last week. Yep, last week. Oh well, yeah, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, technically. So then we wanted to take a break rather, because it's a good time to take a break and do some gamer shenanigans.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, last week, me, Daily, and Lethal all were Twitch streaming at the same time, the same exact thing.
Shared viewers, baby.
Right.
That's where it's at. But honestly, okay, we'll talk about gaming and gamer tags later on. But dude, it's actually, I feel good about season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like season 2 has not been ever made up for me because I never stick to like doing one thing over the other
Mm-hmm.
for like a long time. So
Yeah.
let's say for example, like I did like one thing for like a year.
Mm-hmm.
After 2 years or 3 years, I'll get bored into it, and then I'll be honest with you, I'll be doing another thing.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
That's me.
Uh, I have stick to itness. Probably a little too much sometimes.
Yeah.
I tried doing the what's it called, the band thing for way too many years, and as fun as it was, it didn't really get anywhere. Mostly because people are horribly unreliable,
Yeah.
and yeah, and it sucks because with bands you gotta rely on other human beings to be able to make recording schedules, rehearsal schedules, writing schedules, and then they show up and they expect you to have everything done for them, and
Right?
it's like okay, sure, then what's the point of you being here?
Because like okay, and let's think of it like usually this way. So for me, like when I was doing audio school, I have to like like my weekdays are already jam packed because audio school or music school starts at around 5 to 9 p.m. That's like my thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then after 9 p.m., that's where my session starts. So it's either a writing session or a recording session or like a homework session or like any other session. So like there's that.
Yeah.
And a lot of it has been like, okay, like I personally, it's like setting aside time to like do shit like this. It's very difficult because you have to like balance your time as well as be a tuber, be a
A
tuber,
tuber.
a streamer, by the way. So there's that. There's also like your personal life where you have your family, whether it's like your own or like anywhere anywhere else. But
Mm-hmm.
other than that, dude, like it's totally like once this like gets us rolling, it's actually like pretty fucking easy now.
Well, no,
So
yeah. I mean, that's what we talked about on the last episode we actually did was we seriously spent more time trying to figure out how we're going to do it. And now we just kind of roll and roll and roll.
yeah,
And the off the cuff has gotten a lot better. Because at
sure.
first trying to like talk, we're like, hi.
Hi,
But
hi.
like even with the YouTube stuff, I don't get how I can pull off an hour for the vlog every week. I really don't.
It's hard.
Half of the time I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do a half hour. If it goes any longer, cool. If it doesn't, cool. I don't care. And usually I make it to the hour and I'm having to like cut myself off, which I'm like, okay, that's a
Sure,
thing.
it is.
And if you seriously guys, if you haven't ever done it, go through my video library and go to like the first video. You don't have to watch the early videos, just the first one. And that one I'm like, I mixed the juice.
Um,
It's apple. It's good.
it's good. So this is how it vapes like, like there's certainly like those ones too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Tell
But
Mac, you get you that cup of tea. I'm gonna get some tea after this.
so real quick, shout outs in the chat, DC Rackley, Abby Vapes, sup Abby Vapes, and creating with Karen. I mean Ken. Sorry, creating with Ken.
Karen.
Yeah. Creating with
Okay.
Karen.
Okay. So what is it with this whole calling people Karen? Like
One
she's a
second. And
Karen.
Tolmac. What's up? What's up, peeps? So, Karen, you know how, like, okay, like a lot of people.
Is that like a usual soccer mom name, and that's why they call overly
No,
protective moms
it's
Karens?
actually like a meme. So,
Okay. I'm not
Karen,
in the times.
Karen basically is like, okay, you know how people are like, yeah, I gotta get this, I gotta get this, this is my needs, you need to fulfill it. And when usually like a customer service rep is like, unfortunately we cannot handle this one, and it's unavailable or it's out of stock, or you have to like talk about it, and you know
Mm,
like just be straight up like you can't do anything because it's out of your hands.
yeah.
And and this are like good customers would do is like, oh, okay, well, when is it going to be available? But Karens are like, yeah, I need to speak to your manager. Can I speak to your manager? Or else, like, I'm gonna sue you guys. I'm gonna give you a 1-star Yelp review. You know, like that's basically like what Karen is.
Okay, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I want to speak to your manager.
Interesting concept. All right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've dealt with many of those. Uh, hey Michelle, how you doing?
Hi, Michelle.
Don't be a
Yeah.
care. No, dude, I've had that. I had my first year at my current job. I had a lady flip out on me over candied limes, which
Yeah.
that was interesting. She was like, because we had a lemon lime and she just wanted limes and she flipped out on me. And even I'm like, I went to talk to the person that was in charge of that department and I was like, hey, why is this happening? What do I do? And he's like, tell her to fuck off. I'm busy. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I don't think I could say that, but sure.
Yeah.
Uh,
They
they
even
even have a
have
haircut.
yeah, there's a lot of Karens, man. Like some some people are actually like it's the fiercest they want to be the fiercest, most obnoxious, toughest Karen in NA North America. So basically like they trying to like do that instead. So I don't know, man.
Can we get all of them together in one room and have them MMA it out?
We can let them storm Area 51. you
It's it's
know,
it's like Highlander. There can only be one.
no, like okay, so if anyone didn't know, there's like a meme where they want to like storm Area 51 and they have a map. So like there's the crackheads and then there's the what do you call this? The oldies, the memers, and then there's the Naruto runs on one side, and then I forgot the other sides. But like we should make Karens in the middle of it so they'll be stormed actually. So that's just how I feel, man. But
I have okay. Anybody out there maybe can confirm this. I don't think Frank has any experience on this, but in the world of moshing for metal concerts, there's a thing called the Wall of Death.
ooh,
Dude, those
I
things
don't
are.
I haven't maybe I
You
haven't experienced that.
go on YouTube and look up videos of it. It's fun, but like I've done it, dude. That is gnarly to do. Just
Right?
because it's people get on either side of like the venue and they just run at each other,
True.
and that gets ridiculous. Especially like I want to be in a German Wall of Death because the festivals in Germany they got those big ass stadiums and stuff. Oh man, and that gets gnarly
Berlin.
because even like the bands, if they notice it's starting to happen, they'll call for it and they're like, I need you fuckers to go on that side and you fuckers to go on that side, and they will stop playing just to make this happen. And it's like,
Is it the modern day Berlin wall then? It just started from Germany.
oh, that's brutal, dude.
But anyway, let's start this thing, man.
All right,
Let's unbox
let
it.
all right, let me see. Where are my bumpers? And ah,
Buffet.
all righty.
So
Hey, Chris Lopez, haven't heard from you in a while, buddy. How's it going?
what's up, Lopez? So basically, Wolfbite Live will do buffet time.
Michelle, I want
I
to
want
be
to
in a
be.
German Wall of Death. Pretty sure I've never ever wanted that ever.
No, I don't want.
Not those kinds of walls. Damn, that's
Yeah.
brutal.
So wall of death. I mean, for our buffets, I have the Dreamer with the constant contact, the Vended Dreamer.
Hmm.
So and in that, I'm actually rocking this newly open that was sent to me for the purposes of enjoying it. Is Artist Liquid's melon, nice melons. Actually, dude, I'll be honest to you. I do vape melons.
Hmm.
Okay, like I do like
Yeah,
vaping melons.
melons are just not my thing, dude. Like, if I liked them more, I'd be so into it.
Okay, there's like two kinds of melons. The melons that you do enjoy. There's that. There's also the lemons that when you vape it, it's like air freshener.
Hmm.
So it's
It's
strictly
kind of like certain cereals. They have that weird lemon pledge taste to them.
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then I'm also vaping on the Axle with the Vaporesso Gen on it. And
Dude,
then
that is like stupid matchy. Do you have a stainless steel drip tip? Put
I
that
know,
on
right?
there.
I would, but no. Uh, hey, Michelle, I like lemons, especially like the bigger ones. But that's what she said. I have Eden on it, which is Illusions Nirvanas, apples, and as well as black. What you call it?
Current?
Yes, black currant. Sorry, I had a brain fart quickly on right there.
I've come to realize, dude, that like black currant is not my thing.
For reals?
Yeah. Ken actually sent me the carrot the carrot meme. Damn it, that's too bright.
There you go.
Yeah, he
There's a
sent me the
carrot.
carrot meme. That is hilarious. Look at that. Thank you, Ken, so much.
Carrot.
Uh,
I told you, carrots are a real thing.
oh,
So
I do want to say real quick, Chris Lopez, I'm jealous of the fact that you have a billet box, but not only that, but you have the Haku build deck for it. You bastard. That thing is amazing.
right?
Yeah.
And then I also have the Warlock's Hammer TM24 Pro with some Sublime, peach, sour apples, and varieties of mix, whatever. Lastly, definitely not the least, I have Vicious Sand with a Reverie on top of it with Illusion Nirvana.
Hemo.
Next.
It's okay. You'll see my buffet.
And you call me emo.
I know,
Sure.
right?
So,
All right. My turn. I'm guessing it's my turn. All right. So I got my Lazy Vapors 21700 mech square because it's not even a tube, it's a square, it's a box.
what the?
On top of that, I got the TM cubed. Look at that. The camera actually focused.
It
for
actually
once.
has a purpose now.
Yeah, I know. That's the amazing part. It actually has a purpose because it never sits properly on anything. And on this thing, it just looks so clean.
It looks so.
If it was a 25, it would be so much better, but I'll take it. I will seriously take it.
It looks so edgy.
I know. In that, I got from 12 Monkeys some Harambe.
Harambe.
Dude, 12 Monkeys.
Yeah.
If you guys are in my Discord group, I am running a group buy for 12 Monkeys. If you guys are interested, head on over.
What's up, Tenacious Texas?
Tenacious Texas. He
Congrats
he's,
on this first win.
Gabe Kloss is in the house now.
Hello.
Dude, that was brutal. I didn't pay attention, but that was brutal. Next, I got the Gen 2 with the Blotto on top, DHD drip tip.
Nice.
I did not realize the Blotto was going to be that stupid big. That the bubble tank
Bubble
is,
glass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the bubble glass is huge.
That's what she said.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to finish it off with the Kelpie double barrel, and in that I got Blue Sin. Oh yeah, and in the Blotto I have Surf Satisfying. Yeah.
Yep. Yay.
Yeah.
So, are we moving to some news and advocacy?
Yeah, let's do this. Alrighty. News and advocacy. Advocacy stuff. The fight is still ongoing. Keep it going. Keep making the calls, making the emails, making the letters, and the Twitter and all that kind of stuff. Because seriously, we need to keep this fight going. We're getting a couple of wins here and there, and we need to keep that momentum going strong.
Mm-hmm. So, first and foremost, just for creating with Ken. Sorry, creating with Ken. So we actually have a 5D setup. So our 5D setup it's a we're set up for when we vape and the camera, you could actually smell on it. So just for creating with Ken, because Jay Ensley didn't listen to us and banned flavors for like 5-0 voted, by the way, let's just blow a big cloud and let Ken smell into the camera.
What does he
Ready?
want to smell, though?
What do you want to smell?
Yeah, buddy. Sorry to hear all that the stupidity Washington State's going through right now.
On the other hand, though, Uranus Misery is actually safe.
Uranus Missouri.
Yeah, there's actually a place in the land of Missouri called Uranus. So it's like Uranus Misery. But like, so in our recent news, by the way, so Parson, Mike Parson, actually calls for public awareness and vaping concerns across Missouri. So, in a press conference just like a couple of Tuesdays, or actually just this
That
Tuesday,
was yesterday.
yesterday. Sorry. I used to like, sorry, my mind's still like we're doing it on a Sunday.
Yeah,
So,
right.
in a press conference yesterday, by the way, it's like Parson was asked if there's needs to be cracked down on illegal vape cartridges like those with THC. Hi, vaping with Joam, by the way, and Gabe Kloss, if I didn't shout you out. Hello. So he says, I think we're going to take a real serious look at that. But again, I think some of other things we are going to do is going through the legislative process, unlike unlike Miss Governor Whitmer right there, emergency powers. So they're actually going to be part of the solution, which is the legislative process. Thank you for that. So that's going to be a topic I would say I hope it will be a priority with legislators this year, Parson says. And then he said on a tweet as well that he signs an executive order that since you know, there's a rapid again increase of vaping among youth, it's critical that we take action to protect public health and well-being of Missouri's youth. So, like that being said, he's calling for an order regarding regarding youth vaping, or Order 19-18 youth vaping, which just says that our future generations is important. And despite all the current place, there's still the rapid increase in vaping among youth, and people across the countries are being hospitalized, but they want to go through it with a legislative process. So, that being said, Missouri actually has like 1,300 lung illnesses reported, and there's also a nationwide connected to vaping and 26 deaths and misery, they said. But the good thing is, I'm actually proud of this. And if anyone hasn't seen Jared the Vaping Goat's video just a couple of days ago, you should see it. Especially like calling out, not calling out, but like actually I feel that he pleads to Governor Mike Parsons, and he really knows that it has to go through legislative process. Unlike our other news, which is Michigan judge at sorry, blah, the again, Michigan judge blocks the state e-cigarette bans. So that being said, like Michigan became the first state to last month to ban flavored e-cigarette sales, but that change may be reversed because a judge on Michigan's Court of Claims issued a preliminary injunction Tuesday blocking the state from enforcing the temporary 6 month of flavored e-cigarettes. So we are resolute in our efforts on behalf of Governor Whitmer and the Department of Health and Human Services of Michigan to protect the health of Michigan children. And the state will be appealing the judge decision in the state of Supreme Court. So the ruling is in response to a vape shop owner, Mark Sliss, who filed a request for the injunction against the ban earlier this month, and he operates 906 Vapor in Houghton, Michigan, on the state of on the state's Upper Peninsula. And Mark Sliss testified against the ban of at the Michigan House Committee meeting on September 12th, saying that e-cigarettes help him quit smoking after 41 years. He called flavored e-cigarettes life-saving during the hearing and argued against the ban, which still went into effect.
Yes. I love that, you know, even though it's come out that these vaping incidents weren't due to traditional styles of vaping, it was
Yep.
due to black market THC pens. They still don't want to fall in line with that idea. The CDC's even come out with it. The FDA came out with it. They've so many different health services have said yes, it was due to the THC black market stuff, but they still want to attack vaping because you know what?
Yep.
They're losing out money. That MSA blood money, as I've been seeing going around on Twitter, on Instagram, is way more important than actually keeping people safe and actual public health. And I'm glad that we're getting some wins here and there. Like I was saying earlier, we need to keep that momentum going, though. Just because we gotten one here and there, we can't just let that be it. We need to keep going, and we need to keep fighting. This has been an ongoing fight since like 2010, and like I've said it before, I'm glad that the sleeping giant finally awoke, but I wish it would have happened a lot longer ago. But
Yeah,
gotta take
because
what we can.
I feel that if the sleeping lions around got awoken, not just now,
Mm-hmm.
it's actually like a fair, better fight. Because you see a lot more people advocating now and educating other people rather than, sitting still on the sidelines and quote unquote leaving it to the advocates.
Yeah.
So there's also that. And plus, I felt personally that there's a lot of like sleeping lions, and it's like, oh yeah, Michigan's doing this, or like, oh yeah, Washington's doing this. Washington actually had a good, healthy 234 protesters the day that they were trying to like make the flavor ban, and not just that, they are trying to protest this. Hi, Chris Storm, aka Tuna, by the way, and still, I felt that there's a lot of states that could have gone otherwise if they started it earlier.
Yeah.
So
No,
there's
yeah, I
that.
mean, and that's one of those things of like, we've been at this for a little over a year. The
Yep.
Ohmies have been at it for about a year and a half. I've been at this for about a year or 2 years almost. And I mean, like, Grim Green has been talking about advocacy for about over 9 years out of his 10
Mm-hmm.
year YouTubing career.
Yep.
I know he started, I think, like 2 months after he started his channel, he started talking about advocacy. And it's like, at least within the hobbyist realm of people that actually watch the YouTube videos, follow the lives and stuff like that, we've
Yep.
all known the information, we've all had it in front of us. And the fact that it took something this big does make me a little sad, but at the same time, it is great seeing all the progress that is being done, finally seeing that the government knows we're not playing around, that they know we are actually around. It's one of those things of like, they probably thought that they were going to get away with this and just do it, and nobody was actually going to get mad or say anything, and we all came in mass and let them know, hey, this is who we are, and we're going to let ourselves be heard.
Yeah, and a lot of it is like, dude, we're not. It's like they expect us not to fight back,
Mm-hmm.
right? And they expect us to like, yeah, it's the government making the calls, and it's going to be like the government actually like leading forward to this emergency powers, which I feel that is also not correct, because think
Well,
about it
the
this
thing
way.
is, like, those emergency powers aren't meant to be used for something like this. It's meant to be used
Yes.
for some natural disaster or something that is a true epidemic. And I'm sorry, but you want to start talking epidemics and shit. What about the opium crisis? What about actually cigarettes that are killing people? Like, I mean, I forgot. I think it was like I saw a post yesterday of, it's been 15 days since like one of the bands went on, and how many people have died in that time since. And you want to
Yep.
start talking epidemics and all and crisis and stuff, but it's like, it I know the whys, but it still makes zero fucking sense on how can they really justify one over the other.
Yeah, and it's just like there's emergency powers are just called when, let's say, for example, the house is not the house, but like the judges or court or rest in sessions.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're actually like taking rest, and it's really like emergency for them to act. Unfortunately, this is not flying by to like Michigan, because think about it this way: these emergency powers that were held by a woman called Whitmer is, I don't know how to feel like it.
No,
I
and
don't know how to feel, and
And that's the thing, though. Like the emergency powers, that's not how they're meant to be used. But due to the Governors Association, what they are doing is actually illegal.
Yep.
You know,
And
so
we can protest this.
yes.
So think about this way, like, and I made this past like on a lot of things where I was a moderator of the show, or I'm just like, moderator of various shows. And I used to like not post this in urgently,
Hmm.
but think about it this way. If you have like Twitter, because right now, and I'll be honest with you, like the Twitter is actually making it into effect where it's actually really healthy for us to be on Twitter. I took a rest for like a good week because I just really can't.
Oh no, dude, that it keep up the fight, but do keep your mental stability together. Honestly, anybody out there, keep your mental stability together because it does get very daunting and very brutal on how much stuff we're exposed to and how much we're having to fight. Because I mean,
Yep.
seriously, it's gotten to a point where they even some of these groups are saying that they're being bombarded with bots and stuff like that. Which, come on, seriously, what kind of ridiculousness is that? How
Yeah.
can you not acknowledge real people actually reaching out to you? You want to start talking about bots? Actually, have a conversation with a person. Then take a minute
Mm.
and have a conversation with a person.
Yeah. Oh, and aloha 808 Kevin K, by the way. So think about it this way too. Like it's Mark Levine from NYC's council that's like, oh, why are this bots actually like speaking in other languages, or like, in a foreign language? That's because you can't understand English, and we're trying to get to you in a foreign language, hoping it
Well,
would actually get to you.
well, the thing is, like, and this like the one great thing about the era we live in. Like at a point, it's a great thing, and at another point, it's kind of weird. But we not only have Americans speaking out, we have people from different nationalities speaking out in
Yeah.
other countries in other parts of the world. Because the thing is that America is still looked upon as like a role model, and a lot of people, if they see America taking a stance on something, a lot of people are going to follow.
Yep.
So then their governments start acting up, and then you get the backlash from those people. I mean, in Spain, around the time that the Michigan thing broke, I don't know if anybody saw it, but there's a what the hell is it called? What is their channel called? I cannot remember. Like Stan actually had them on his vlog when he was in the UK Vape Expo
Yep.
last year. Damn, I can't remember. But there's another guy. He goes by Mono Vapeador, and
Hmm.
these are two big YouTubers in Spain, and they were outside of like their capital in Barcelona, I think it is, and they were actually protesting, talking about how this is vaping, it's not tobacco, how you know we don't want to die, we want to continue living and stuff like that. It was very powerful stuff seeing this stuff being said in other countries and other languages. I mean, I follow YouTubers from around the world here and there. Like, there's one guy out of Italy. It's the weirdest thing listening to reviews in a different language, but it does get interesting, you know?
Yep. It does. And think about it this way too. Like, we actually are getting heard. Now is the time when
Thank you,
you
Stan.
actually,
Yeah, it's more than vapors.
yeah. And not just that, it's a whole community, and not just like NA, not just in Europe, but all around the globe. We're getting heard. So
Hmm.
like keep it up, man.
Hmm. No, yeah, no. Again, that's just this is affecting everybody. I mean, me and you were really good friends with Paul, aka Labworks,
Yeah,
and seriously, this is affecting him. It's made things more tighter in Australia.
the
You know,
online sales.
oh yeah, they're royally fucked over there, and I mean, you can't
Mm.
do anything in South Australia anymore, and it things that happen here in the States do affect other parts of the world, believe it or not.
Yep. So, especially like that said, it's not just us getting affected to it. Philippines, by the way, which is my homeland, not really homeland anymore, but like it was where I was born. So
You weren't
they're
born in
also,
Canada?
I wasn't born under a manger on a moose with moose and flying mooses, but like I was born in the Philippines where there's like,
So
you
when you
know,
moved to Canada, did you get a moose or did you have to apply for one?
um, I have I have to apply for a driver's license for a moose.
Okay, fair
So
enough.
yeah, you can't drive a moose without your driver's license. So I had to
I
apply.
completely derailed us, but it was funny.
Yeah, but dude, like they're actually like taking a ban on vaping. Philippines, that
Mm-hmm.
is thinking of ban of vaping because of secondhand vapor, because they already banned smoking outside of the areas, but now they're actually thinking of banning vaping because of secondhand vapors.
Which again, and I've said it a million times, that's not a real thing. They've done the studies, and they do have it on record saying that in a vape shop with air like monitors, the air in a vape
It's
shop with
close too.
people vaping, it's close to just standing outside,
Mm-hmm.
unless you're like in LA because the it's pretty polluted out there.
Yeah. So yeah, that being said,
Weirdly
we'll
enough, the
go.
smell of diesel gas makes me happy. It makes me feel like I'm at home.
Yeah, sometimes, right? I mean, as a kid, I used to like the smell of
Yeah,
gasoline when I was like in the gas stations. I was like, sometimes I was like that,
I wasn't
but
like that, but I don't know. It just reminds me of like being a kid.
true.
So carefree. I miss that.
So carefree when you were a child, hey?
Yeah, I tell my
But
kids don't want to grow up. Just enjoy your childhood because being an adult is not easy.
yep. That being said, we'll go to the tangent time because we don't have any main topics.
All right, so tangent time.
Yeah, because we don't have any main topics. I don't want to talk about anything, so it's tangent time.
Yep, there it is. Tangent times. All right, so how's it going, Josh Rhodes? Yeah, it's kind of early. Uh, he hasn't. He's on the side. He has another show later today, so we recorded this today because we were too lazy to do it on Sunday. So middle of the week show and gives me
Yeah,
content, so it works out.
yeah, we're thinking of new stuff. So if you want us to like enjoy doing Wednesdays, let us know. If you want us to stay on Sundays, let us know too. So there's that. And yeah. So that being said, tangent time.
I know. We kind of went on this earlier, but dude, gaming. I've been enjoying kind of getting back into games, and uh, for me at least, it started with this YouTuber. Go check him out. Gray Still Plays. The dude does the most ridiculous videos ever, and he's been doing Sims lately. And me and my wife are like heavy on Sims 4,
Yeah.
and he does like the most ridiculous scenarios. There's like one game I want to get called Cityscapes, and I can't wait to be able to get that game.
Yeah. So for me, okay, if you don't know me, like I have, I mean, I've been like gaming for a long time, like
This guy
long
with
time.
League of Legends. That's all I gotta
Yeah.
say.
Yeah. Like, I mean, okay, League of Legends, it's currently like the world championships right now. So I'm kind of like rooting for NA to win.
Hmm.
But like sometimes like there's like the likes of the EU, the likes of the Koreas, the Chinas, you know, like, and they're really excellent around gaming.
Hmm.
And I'm hoping like NA could like catch up, NA North America again. So hopefully they could catch up. And yeah, like I mean my team, which is Team Liquid, has been winning. So they're
Team
on the winning.
Liquid.
Yeah, I'm going for like Team Liquid for this one because obviously NA. Also rooting for SK Telecom because South Korea is the bomb, and I'm also rooting for G2 because they're EU. So not rooting for any China teams, but those are my teams basically. So yeah, like League of Legends has been like around for 10 years. Happy 10 years, League of Legends. This is a free content sponsored by League of Legends and Dauntless. So if you want to see more content, you can catch us on Twitch later on after this show on KVTV channel on Twitch. But other than that, like yeah, like Dauntless, man, like
Oh, dude.
I've
I
been
I,
on that game.
I know our good friend doesn't seem to care much for the game, but I'm enjoying the fuck out of it. It's a very simple, straight hack and slash game, honestly.
Sometimes, okay, like I don't usually like play MMO RPG games kind of thing. I
Yeah,
mean, I used to like do like JRPG games. Like
yeah.
there's the Deciduous, the Final Fantasy rather.
Hmm.
There's the Star Ocean, and there's like those kinds of games where it's like it's straight up made out of Japan. You're just rooting for it. But when Dauntless came rather, it's a free to play game. Like pretty much also by the way a cross platform game by Epic Games. So
Which that
and
part makes it a little bit fun because honestly, we all have different systems and stuff, and we can all still play together.
because I'll be
Makes life
honest with
so
you,
much easier.
yeah, because I'll be honest with you, like I think for the most part, like I'm the only one playing on PS4, and Lethal plays on PC, Daily plays on Xbox, and you play on PC as well,
Hmm.
and Demo plays on Xbox too.
Yeah.
So,
Like
like
I
that
have
being
a
said,
PS4, but I really rarely use it for gaming. It's kind of become my TV viewing system
yeah,
since we stream everything here.
yeah, because like I feel that for me, like I mean, this rig is kind of like a League of Legends rig for me. So like that's usually where I play League. Best AD carry in North America, by the way. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm not. But but that's the thing. It's like you get to play a lot of games, man. Like
Mhm.
that's how I, and I'll be honest with you, that's how I distrust.
Like I understand like how platforms work and the reasoning why things aren't cross-platform, but I really do think they need to start just biting the bullet on it and having more cross-platform games out there because everybody has their preferences, but a lot of us still want to game together. Because I mean, like I like playing GTA.
Yep.
GTA 5 is fun. I have it for PlayStation, but I want to get it for my PC. But playing online, none of my friends, like in my personal life, have PC.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
all still do PlayStation. So it's just one of those things of like, I don't know.
yeah. Because like, okay, let's speak first about Dauntless because it's really good. Not just because it's cross-platform, but it's your free-to-play Monster Hunter-ish game.
Hmm.
So like for me, I was just like, yeah, I'm just like punching the shit out of these monsters. And as much as I like punchies, there are some times where I just enjoy
Punchies.
like yeah, I striker. Sorry,
I knew what you meant. It's just funny that you guys call them punchies.
which I'm actually really good, and it's really good to actually enjoy those kinds of things. So that being said, like yeah, like a lot of it, it's really good. Yeah, like the new Call of Duty cross-platform, like Dermot Dillon
Ooh,
said,
the new
it's
the
actually
new the new Call of Duty is going to be cross-platform.
the open beta is cross-platform as of the
Mm.
moment. As far as Mr. Daily Vape TV told me, it's a cross-platform, so like you can play it.
Mm.
And yeah, I'm actually thinking of playing some Call of Duties where
Oh,
you
dude,
actually kill people instead of monsters.
Black Ops 2 was my jam. I never got to
Oh,
really play the rest of them, but that I played endlessly, dude.
yeah, I did. I did play Call of Duty for a couple of days, not couple of days, couple of years. So like COD 4 and 5 were my thing
Hmm.
because especially like those were like widely available. And then Modern Warfare was not so much of my thing. Rainbow Siege I tried but I really can't.
Yeah,
So
I don't like Modern Warfare. I tried playing those and I was like, I'm going back to Black Ops 2. I didn't like Black Ops 3 though. I didn't care for the like the weird jetpacks and like cyber weaponry. I don't know, just
yeah.
didn't care for it.
Yeah, like chat if you have also like any other games you play, let us know so we could try to play them. And yeah, like especially like I tried to like cross platform a lot of games because like okay, like there was some time. sometime like not a long time ago, but I'd say in the earlier parts of this year where me, Tenacious Texas Vapes, and then there's Vapor Swaggins, and then DC Rackley trying to own Fortnite when playing with a bunch of kids. Basically,
Yeah.
we're trying to like bully kids in Fortnite, but I really couldn't. So
Mm-hmm.
there was one time too that me and Stan and I think it was Swaggins playing with the whatchamacallit with the kid of Stan. So it's like a really good game for like other people. Tony Hawk, like yeah, I did play like Tony Hawk Pro Skaters a lot
Okay,
back when I was a kid.
I did Tony Hawk 1, 2, 3. I did it for the PlayStation, which was so watered down that it sucked. I never got to play it on the PS2, but I did get to try Thug, or what was it, Tony Hawk's Underground. That one was a good one. Didn't care for 2 or the Bam Margera one. I think that was number 2. I didn't care for it,
Yep.
but they were awesome games.
Yeah, there's like a lot of things where we get to like play games, and it's just like as much as we say adults like flavors, and as much as we say that this is a vaping podcast mostly, adults also like games.
Mm-hmm.
Like think about like a 30-year-old playing Dauntless or a 26-year-old playing, League of Legends. It's still a thing.
Well, I mean, like I've said it before. I do believe we're like that generation that never grew up because we've had that opportunity. Because we still have like things that are more quote unquote kid related, but we I still enjoy it. Still get to enjoy it, and the fact that we kind of have the money to buy it makes it so much better.
Yep.
You know.
And there's also like once like for us, like I played also Skyrim,
Mm-hmm.
which is another thing where I like just hunting dragons when I'm like that's actually like a thing.
Yeah.
So I mean you get to hunt like dragons and you get to slay them, but sometimes I get to like, you know, I get to like just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yes, Dermot Dillon. I agree. I will always be a kid at heart too.
Oh, for
Like
sure.
there's like a lot of kiddie stuff that I like. So
Dude,
let's say for
I influence the hell out of my kids. So
yeah, like okay, try this. Like I also play with a bunch of like 14 and 16-year olds in league, which is like quite actually fun. But it's actually also fun to see them tilted. Like how sometimes it's actually fun for me to make Daily Vape TV be tilted and dauntless. So there's that too. So if you want free
it's
rage content, you can go to twitch.tv twitch.tv/slightlybuzz. And if you want some tilted neck, I'll guarantee you I'll do it.
it's not that hard. Nick
Not that hard.
he gets kind of worked up very easily. He says it's just for show, but I don't know how much of that I believe.
And then you'll see him like rage a lot. So basically, like, I just pressed dodge. I just pressed dodge. Why you're aiming at me? Like why do you keep hitting me?
Yeah.
Like those kinds of rage contents. Feel free to like go there. So don't forget to like follow him. Also, Lethal Coils, by the way, who always streams like in the morning, which is also on slap on twitch.tv/lethal coils, where you get to see him play Borderlands 3, which I know if I get to like, have like Xbox or a good computer, I could, play Borderlands. Yes. Actually, like it's Witcher 3 is doing a TV show, and actually like League of Legends, which they announced just recently because it's their 10-year anniversary. They're actually making an anime out of it. So there's also like there's like the Legends of Runeterra, which is basically like the League of Hearthstone. And then there's also a first person shooter that Riot Games actually did. So, there's a lot of various games that actually like this people actually enjoy.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. I mean, seriously, gaming. I still remember like one of the first games I ever played was like Super Mario for the Super NES, and it hasn't stopped. I still the most current Nintendo thing I have is the Game Boy DS, but or 3DS. But honestly, it's a blast being able to like still game and all that kind of stuff, and have friends to hang out with. And I know like the Ohmies kind of touched on this a couple of weeks ago, and I kind of missed out on that talk because I haven't been very available lately. But uh, the whole conversation about doing LAN gaming and stuff like that, I got to experience that once, and that actually does get interesting when you have TV set up to a bunch of different
Dude,
systems.
one time, by the way, like my friends were like, dude, let's do LAN games, right? I was
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, what LAN games do we like, do we play? And then all of a sudden, like my friend actually invited me, okay, to play Super Smash Bros,
Mm-hmm.
which is actually there's a league for it. And actually like Super Smash Bros and winning on a tournament by using a Jigglypuff is actually a thing. So there's that too. Like we did LAN games, and I used to like play Mewtwo or Pikachu if it was available. So there's that. And yes, Dermot Dillon, I agree. Gaming is also my escape from reality. As the Stooges, whenever I just joined voice chat, I would just be silent because I'm playing games.
Yeah, it's funny because he's in the Zoom room doing this.
Yikes!
Nah, you don't even say anything. You're just quiet, staring at the screen.
Yeah, usually like that. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so like that being said, how many minutes are we in?
50.
50 minutes. Since it's 50 minutes, it's time for us to wrap things up. So we're gonna do it in style. Again, I just want to thank everyone who joined us in chat. That's DC Rackley, Abby Vapes, Michelle Lynn, Daldime, creator of Daldime Mods. If you could like go to like Bandcamp slash Michelle Lynn
Buy
or
that album.
bandcamp.com/Michelle, buy that album. We also got Lopez, I mean Chris Lopez, and Tenacious Texas Vapes, Gabe Kloss, creating with Karen, I mean Ken. Follow him, sub, and ring that bell to creating with Ken. And Vaping with Joam, thank you for joining us. And also Chris Storm, aka Tuna, Dermot Dillon, Josh Rhodes, thank you for joining us. So yeah, that being said, anything you want to promote, Mr. Clown Vape?
As far as I know so far, we're still at clownvapes.com. If anything changes, I will let you guys know in the updates. I am still working on changing all my stuff over to KVTV online or kvtv.shop or whatever. Mostly just kind of changing things around to,
Mm-hmm.
the whole I'm still clown and I will always be clown, but I know that that doesn't fall within line of the whole child appealing crap.
Yep.
Just
So
being
yeah.
honest.
Also patreon.com/kvtv still. So if you want to Patreon clown, feel free to do that. That being said, for us, that's we're on Vape Radio every Saturdays. That's 12 noon Central, 10 a.m. Pacific, and Sundays 9 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Pacific. And we're also live on KVTV and YouTube. And also, we're doing gaming after this at twitch.tv/KVTV, which is dauntless all day, every day for us until my show with Lethal Coils comes around. And then also afterwards, what we're going to do is we also have Twitter. So for me, that's twitter.com/Frank Wolfbite and Instagram as well at twitter.com/Frank Wolfbite. And then you could also see Clown on Twitter. That's or Twitter, that's Clown Vape still on
Yeah,
Twitter.
yeah, yeah. I'll be changing it here soon.
Yeah, and then is it KVTV now on Instagram now?
No, I've been so lazy, dude. Like work is kicking my butt.
Oh, my butt, my butt.
Uh, um, I need like a deep tissue massage. Like I actually was looking up like massage like at home like devices and stuff. Not
Yeah,
personal massages, just massages.
yeah,
Mostly for
I
my
would say.
feet. Mostly for my feet. And I actually found for like 12K, there's this full chair thing where it has like something where you basically kind of like sit into it. It
Yep.
has something that goes up your legs, up your back, but it also has these armrests where you put your arms into it like a freaking
Ah,
Voltron
I would
thing,
love that.
and it does your arms. And I was like,
Ooh,
holy crap, I want that, but that is so stupid expensive.
yeah, it's expensive, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that being said, remember that you're somebody in somebody else's mind, and that somebody is Joel, and also remember to also think that you're beautiful, Fleef, and remember to change your underwear, like always what Ken says. And your time is money, and I'm glad you're spending it with us, says the land of Mr. Jared the Vaping Goat. And remember,
Be good to each other. Vape on,
vape
legends.
on, friends.